There's no place to escape to.
This is the last street.
On the left.
That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
Whoa! 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 Hello, everyone. You tell him. You tell him. Benny Hill. Yeah.
For election anymore. Oh, they're saying they can't hear me.
Oh, they can't hear Henry.
Hear me.
Oh, so it's just me laughing and yelling.
So you missed all of my fucking solid bits.
You missed all of Henry Solid bits. Henry Solid bits.
Can't hear me. Can't hear me.
He talked about Ben being King Kong and not being able to be here on time. I'll tell him the bits. He can't be here on time because he's too busy being on top of the Empire State Building. Yeah. And or he's being chased by a bunch of zookeepers who thought he was a warthog.
He's a warthog. We know you can't hear us, man.
You can't hear either of us. Neither one of us. Can they hear me?
No, they can hear you. Oh, they got sound
great.
now. Do you have sound? Can you hear this?
Can they hear it?
They say they can hear it. Now, so yeah, Ben Kissel, if you didn't hear me before, Ben Kissel's late to the stream because he's too busy being mistaken for a shaved fucking gorilla outside, and he's been detained by the police. Or he's committed a serious actual crime. I actually don't know. Because I think it's because he's so relaxed since being fucking, his election is over last week. He did so good.
1.8.
1.8% of the vote. Very good. Very, very good. And so, right now, I imagine he's committing crimes. I imagine this is the time where he could, like, the most relaxed he could be. Yeah. You could pull the tiny little bit of your dick out. I understand now with Louis C.K. that's inappropriate. But I know at the time, different generation. This was 2005 we're talking about. He didn't know that you couldn't just pull your penis out like it's the starting cord to a lawnmower. Like, he didn't know that. Oh, and he didn't know how fucking fabulous he was as a dude and how powerful his penis would be. But this is Kissel's mandate. So technically, he's supposed to run this whole fucking show.
Technically, he is. Right now, Kissel is represented by this knife.
Oh, my God.
And these horns. And this VHS copy of Heathcliff and Marmaduke.
Oh, but it's not enough because it's not filled with enough beer. Did we waste enough time?
Actually, I think he might be here. Are you here, Benjamin? He's here.
Yeah, Kissel's here. So a lot of applause for you. Thank you so much, Kinsey Andrews, for saying I was hilarious at the Bell House. We were hilarious at the Bell House. It was a very good show to be home for.
Hello. It was a wonderful show to be home for. Look at that. A listener has given this to you. His name is, let's see here, B. Christ Edwards.
Oh.
He found this in a thrift store and thought of you.
Well,
this Heathcliff and Marmaduke. VHS classic.
Well, dogs and cats can't get along.
They
Like that
can't.
fucking
So
bullshit
Kissel,
movie from the 90s.
Tell me, were you late because you weren't wearing anybody clothes and you were laying out in the East River and somebody thought you were a big, nude, drunk boat?
Yeah.
Look at my snot going.
How'd you know that? Of course, that's why I'm always late. It's not because I'm working, it's not because you just put boogers all over your face.
I have this bag of
Did you give a shout out to these people yet? Did you shout out to these people yet?
Not yet. We were working up to it.
Dude, this is incredible.
This is from
Yeah.
the Blind Bladesmith out in Nashville, Tennessee. He made us these custom knives that are absolutely amazing.
Is this are we presenting things like Home Shopping Network?
This beautiful.
Now you take this. Now this will stab a Heathcliff right in the face.
Dragonmaster has over 4 yards of enemy destructive steel.
Crack your Budweiser right there open. You'll notice you can't do that. And then now what you're doing? You're saving ducks. And now you're saving ducks every time you cut that up.
No, Kissel is not 5 beers deep. He was working very, very
Yeah, I
hard.
had to defend the accusers of Roy Moore for 4 hours on Fox News Radio. So yeah, that's what I was.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was fun, right? Was it fun?
Oh yeah, so fun because it's not like it was all women that really did not believe him. There's a lot of misbelief, a lot of misbelief
Wow,
out
there's a lot
there.
of
But
beliefs
we'll
out
talk
there.
about that on Ablingen's Top Hat. You
will.
do not want to talk about that
Anywhere
right now.
but here. So
I
Kissel,
am so done. I am so done having that
But
conversation.
Ben,
with
why
people.
did they sign the yearbook at Christmas?
You know what?
Died
Why would
because they were
And
scared.
why would they?
Because they were
I
children.
can't believe it. Honestly, the funniest thing was like, there's one woman who says she was being molested by the pastors. Multiple pastors are like, is it possible there's a systemic sexual abuse problem?
Yeah, like it's
in
always
Jackson,
fucking been.
Alabama?
To the very fucking beginning. And
No,
like
no,
the
the number's
goddamn
too
Illuminati.
high. Anyway, we're not doing that. This is for escapism. Thank you for everyone who came over to watch this stream. It's a different world now, different Ben Kissel now, and it is my mandate.
It's so much
your
funny.
mandate.
Since your election has ended, I've noticed
5,700 and 1.78% of the vote.
Yeah, 1.78. But
I control this. What?
I have noticed a 20% increase in volume and 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you're so much better like this. You're so much better. I
wonderful.
can feel the pressure's off. You don't have to worry about every single gaffe.
No,
that's
I
been
only
just
have
like-
to worry about 1.78% of Brooklyn, which is still about 100,000 people.
Well, technically,
good.
aren't you like 0.2% of that?
What about Barb?
What about Barb?
All right, so let's see here. Travis, did you look at the videos?
I did, yeah.
Okay, I have to pull up the email. I'm kind of forgetting. Can we do? What do you want to do? I like the Bill Cooper. We got some Bill Cooper stuff.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. So you're going controversial today?
Yeah, you want to go?
No,
ahead?
as a matter of fact, I have one from Bill Cooper. I don't know if we should middle with it or start with it. What do you think, Travis?
Let's start with some serious stuff and work our way towards.
Okay, so this is actually a video of Bill Cooper, obvious conspiracy theorist, and he actually isn't being anti-Semitic.
No.
And that is why I chose it, because usually conspiracy theory gets very anti-Semitic. but
He's
he-
opposite.
Yeah,
David
he's
Icke,
exact
which was-
opposite.
I thought it was
David
a breath
Icke
of
is
fresh air.
opposite. The whole
Yes.
point is that he's not really.
So let's play this clip of Bill Cooper, who, by the way, is Henry Zabrowski in 10 years.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
People who still come to me all the time and say, Bill, you're all wrong. It's the Jews. The Jews are subverting the world. Man, it's not the Jews. It's not
Hell
the
yeah.
Catholics. It's not the blacks. It's these men who belong to the ancient mystery schools, who
Yeah.
meet in secret and decide the fate of the world. And they belong to all different races and all different nationalities and all different religions to the public point of view. But in secret, it's a different story.
Not anti-Semitic. Not
Not racist,
anti-Semitic.
not
that was a
anti-Semitic, not
Not-
racist,
not
not
ra-
homophobic. In fact, he stands up for them all.
He does. It's
No.
quite amazing.
Question is, Kissel, did you find that within his CNN interview, or did you just cherry pick? Did you look Bill Cooper? No Jews. No Jews.
No,
are bad,
no,
like-
no. I got a couple of ones. I got one where he's talking with. I almost said Bill Hicks. Oh, Alex Jones is what I mean. And well, we can play some of those a little bit later on, I think.
Well, that is a part of a 3-hour CNN interview that I really enjoyed that he did. It was him kind of speaking very candidly about where he came from and about his beautiful Chinese wife. He brings up his beautiful Chinese wife. Like, he loved his family. He
Good.
loved his family so fucking much. He brought the FBI's war to him to fight it so he could be close to them.
Well, he actually sent his wife and child out of the country just a year before he was killed because he did not believe it was safe for them anymore. And it wasn't, but that was mostly because of his own proclamations that if they wanted to arrest him, they'd have to come and kill him.
Come fucking kill
Yeah.
me,
But you
man!
know what, though? I like that.
He kind of created the unsafe environment for his
He
kids.
did, of course he
Just-
did, but then he fixed it by sending them out.
But I remember that footage of Charleston Heston being like, "You can take this gun from my cold, dead hands," and then he got back into his gold limousine. Bill Cooper was just like, "No, I'm serious. You'll take it from my cold, dead hands." And then the cop who had 2 bullets in his head was just like, "I guess I can take it."
Man, oh man. Someone says Raccoon Trash Queen says here on the chat that he has the hairline of a visionary because it's true. When you're the tip of the spear.
What are spears? Bald.
Can't put a wig on a spear? What's that? The stabbed wig. That's not a hero. Say
All right. So let's play. I remember. Honestly, I was looking for more dog stuff. I couldn't find that many great videos. I kind of got in a dry well this week as well.
What? You didn't find that many dog videos?
Nah,
I saw one today. It was 10 puppies all lined up, and one was so hungry when he ate the other one's food.
No, I know that, but that's not really applicable to what we want to do. That's a cute dog video.
Yeah,
I
it's a
also
cute
like the
dog.
Pomeranians with bread around their faces.
It's so cute. I think
I
it's
saw
so
one
damn
today
cute.
that was trying to get out of one of the little glass cases at a pet store, but he just looked like he was dancing because he wasn't moving.
It's actually quite sad. We had to
It's
stop
very
puppy. Well, that's the problem with puppy mills. They're still alive. They're still there. They still need to be loved, and that's what the puppy mills rely on. All right. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do a dog video?
Yeah, let's start off.
Okay, let's start. Yeah.
And people are asking for you to put your horns back on, Marcus.
Where are they? We can't see them. Thank you.
This is very Tumblr-esque.
Oh, this is an encouraging dog. You can believe in yourself. If you're sad, it's okay.
Trying to eat spaghetters. It's this weird ass, like, I don't like puppers. When people say puppers, I don't like doggers.
Believe in yourself. You're the good boy. Thank you. And have a good day.
It's pretty cute.
Encouraging dog. Encouraging dog. I thought that was. I mean, in these times, we need encouragement. Good boy for president.
Good boy for
my
president.
God.
Just once can we have a good boy be president?
Yeah.
Just one time can
One
a
time.
good person be president.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Now,
That
Jimmy
says
Carter-
Eisenhower.
You know, Jimmy Carter had good intentions.
He did, and he was a good person until he
Eisenhower
fled.
sold us to the fucking Greys.
Oh God! But in real life, he was actually a good president.
He was. He knew how to
And
delegate
the Greys,
authority.
aren't the Greys one of the better alien races?
No.
They're the bad. I'm still confused on that.
Technically,
Yeah.
they're neutral.
Yeah, that's good. They're Sweden.
They're neutral. They don't really care about us one way or the other. They're not trying to necessarily destroy them.
Well, I thought that the Greys were working on behalf of the reptilians, and the reptilians are here to harvest our orgone energy. So what, you're just saying the Greys aren't evil just because they're taking orders?
There are rebellious sections of Greys, and also the Greys have their own agenda to begin with because they're trying to do the hybrid program. Essentially what they're doing is they're robbing Peter to pay Paul. You have to work with the reptilians because the reptilians are big muscle. Also, they have bases on the moon and deep within planet Earth. So you're working with these guys back and forth, right, because these guys have the infrastructure that you need. They have the offices. You show up knowing that in order to build yourself up stronger, to have a stronghold in this dimension, you need to make a hybrid race with the human monkeys, these people that the reptilians originally created as slave labor, and they were figuring this out because once they get out underneath the yoke of the reptilians, which will happen once they complete the hybrid program, then who knows, they can flip the shit altogether. And once the Greys go on a warpath, because the idea they're machines anyway, you could turn them to mech warrior Greys, all of a sudden going, and then they have like fucking armor growing out of them, and they got fucking knives for hands and shit.
People always say you gotta rob Peter to pay Paul. Paul's behind the whole damn thing. And everyone's upset with the robbers. Paul's getting the cash. Cui bono.
Cui bono,
Steve
Paul.
Bannon killed Andrew Breitbart. That's what I'm pushing forward on Fox News Radio right now as well. So interesting. Do we have call capability? I was not here for the setup. Can we do calls or not calls? We can? Should we do a phone call?
I'd love to do a phone call.
Okay, let's do it.
Now you're live in last stream on the left. You're going to be live. You're live now in last stream on the left. Now you have several people that are just baiting on. Like last time we did calls, they fucking really sucked.
No, that's not true. They were good.
There was some good
No,
ones.
we need more
some good
aggressive,
ones.
better calls, and I need you to step up to the plate and do it. You're live.
Knock it
What's
out.
up, guys? It's Will in Mississippi.
What
Will
up?
in Mississippi. Mississippi Will. What's up, buddy? What do you
Mississippi.
want to say?
I'm calling in specifically Henry, a deep dark secret.
Uh-oh.
No.
Yes.
You know we are live streaming.
Yeah, dude, fucking spill it. What'd you do?
Okay, so I've seen a UFO.
Great.
In person.
Yes. Describe.
Okay, so I'm standing outside one night. It's about 11 o'clock at night. It's really cold.
You smoking dope?
You know, I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm smoking a cigarette.
Immediately becomes a police officer.
You know, I'm standing there, and all of a sudden I see this huge ball of fire coming through the sky, and I'm like 19 or something. I'm super like into the apocalypse. I'm like, it's end times, man.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
about a decade ago.
Yeah, let's keep going. Man. It's still happening. They're rolling out right now.
But as I'm watching this fireball come in, I'm like, I'm the only one that's going to see it, man. Yes, this is me. This is it. And it stops right above the tree lines, and I'm like, of course it'd be me.
Of course.
Now, my question is: it like flowing with like? Does it look like what they say with plasma? Like it look like energy, or does it look like a ship?
It looked just like a fireball, and then when it stopped, just the fire just went away.
Shit. Cool. So what'd you see?
It just at first it was just I could see the lights on it as it was hovering around, and then
how big would you say
really
it was?
Weird about it? It's pretty big. It came over my house. It was probably bigger than my house. It was circular. Like at some point, I'm watching it as it's still far away, and I'm kind of like, come on, come closer. Like, see me. I'm smoking a cigarette.
Did you challenge it? We're just, you're a pussy. I'm a man. Come take me, bitch. Take me.
Yes, pretty much. And it comes over my house, and it's completely silent. It's circular.
Dude, like a
about,
sphere or like a disc? Like an almond?
Circular.
There's like the tear-shaped ones, like a football.
More so like a ball, but like flattened out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I gotta ask you. We know that the documentary "The Curse of the Man Who Sees UFOs." Will, did you have to take a shit on a tree?
Thankfully not. Thankfully not.
Thank God.
Now, all right, yeah. So what happened? So it made no noise. It was there. Now, could you see any like light reflecting off of it? Did it look? What was its color?
It maybe I can't really remember. I don't really remember any light reflecting off of it.
Yeah.
But I just remember the lights itself. Like it had like two circular white lights and like a big red one.
Interesting.
And I live near an Air Force base.
Okay.
So
where?
I have to.
Not like actual city-wise, but in Mississippi.
Yes. There. I don't live 100% near it, but we're in a flight path for it's called Columbus Air Force Base. So I kind of have a theory, but I also like it came around a second time.
Columbus comes up with Bill Cooper too, which is weird.
It does.
Honestly, he does. It's one of those where he's just like it's one of the rattling off of different when he talks about where aliens are housed. Every one of the 16 crashes, that is one of the spots that like he rails off. But I don't know if it's just because they're all down there.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Well, that's an interesting story. I love that.
Well, it actually wouldn't make much sense for it to, because Mississippi is quite far off from where most of the crashes actually happened, except
It was
for the one
fine.
that
It was doing
happened-
well.
For the one that happened in Louisiana. So it could be that they're taking, if they are taking the aliens somewhere, that would have been one of the Louisiana aliens, or they were transporting these things cross country.
Yeah, I bet you honestly a lot of times that they are transporting them cross country and they put them in the big, kind of like in Flight of the Navigator, when they put them in the big like wreckage thing. Like I bet you if they did have that, they would take them to. I mean, well, they would be Los Alamos.
Thank you for the call, Will, and I think we can all agree we got to take down the Christopher Columbus statues.
I just think that.
let's do that.
Thank you for the call, dude. Hail Satan.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
hail
great,
Satan, guys.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Hail yourselves.
Hail you, buddy. Hail yourself. There's countless sightings.
Yeah,
countless sightings.
This is what I'm talking about. When I finally get into the actual world of MUFON, when I go and I work with and do all of this bullshit and shadow the investigators, you have to start asking some hard questions. Smoking dope?
Smoking dope?
You married to a man or a woman or some kind of animal because of the liberals in this country allow you to do that.
Very good, Henry. Thank you for bringing me right back to the show I was on. Let's do this Rough House report. The Rough House report, if we could. It's kind of fun. This guy is bringing some hard truths. Speaking of truths.
The Rough House Report. Brought to you by Carl's Kosher Catfish, where we specialize in Hebrew cuisine. And now the Rough House Report. You're watching the Rough House Report. Film footage that has been kept secret for nearly 50 years fell out of a hospital gurney today when an elderly FBI agent was wheeled into the hospital.
What is this?
On that film
This
footage
shit.
was LBJ on the grassy knoll. And there you have it. The Rough House Report.
There it is. Powerful. Again, a fairly dry well for me this week.
Produced by Wrestling,
It
though.
was produced by Wrestling and the
Produced by
anchor.
wrestling.
Yes. That's it.
You know what? But you know what, Kissel? You're good enough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
What
could sit
about-
here and just talk this whole hour, and I would be duly entertained. I don't need your videos.
That is
You
what
could
we do for a
whatever-
living.
Yeah.
That is what we, but the nice thing about this show is we don't have to.
We don't have to take the weight. It's shared.
It's shared. Let's see here. All right. I don't have. Man, do you have any other videos, Trav? I mean, we obviously have more here. Should we do? Do you
You
want
have
to do
3
I really-
videos?
No. I have many more videos. Let's do David's Satanic Pizza.
Well, we could take another phone call.
Sure. Whatever. Yeah, we got it. We have to fill the hour.
Let's
What's
spread it
Twitter
out.
saying?
Let's spread
Twitter?
it out.
I don't know. I haven't.
So is there an area 603 call on the line? Let's take this one. Someone in the chat's asking for this. Let's see if you're ready to take a phone call. You're live on last stream on the left. You better be
Marcus.
half as good as seeing a goddamn UFO.
People really want to see Marcus in those horns.
I hope to be.
Yes, please. Hail Satan. What's up, bro? You're
Hail
live.
yourself, buddy.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Doing?
What's up, brother?
I'm fine.
Good. I just had a quick story for you. A couple of friends and I, when we were in college, we snuck into Byberry Mental Asylum.
Cool.
It's a abandoned mental asylum just outside of Philadelphia.
Yeah, you can't sneak
And,
into a fucking occupied one because that means you're just a patient.
Yeah. You got to be crazy.
Yeah, it was creepy as fuck. I just remember we went in the middle of summer, so it was pretty hot out, and we're going into the patient's rooms and shit. And one of them, there were some barred windows, and the moon was out. But we go into the room, and just all of a sudden, no light at all, just complete darkness, and it's freezing cold, like completely freezing cold. Like we didn't really see anything crazy when we were there. I just remember the temperature and the lack of light was. I was like, yeah, this place is fucking haunted.
Was it like
Cool.
closed because of the tortures, or was it just because of or was it just ran out of money?
I really have no idea. I mean, I think they had a guy that was patrolling it to prevent people from sneaking in, but
Yep.
obviously it wasn't patrol enough because we got in. I'm sure.
My
plenty of
big
other
thing
It
people
was
about
got in.
breaking
probably
into
closed. Yeah, it was probably closed during the 80s when they decided to take all insane people and just put them in prison.
No, well,
Yeah,
either
yeah,
in
yeah,
prison
yeah.
on the street where they ended up in
In
prison.
prison. Yeah.
We had Geraldo over there.
Interesting. I
Ooh.
also feel like
What's in Capone safe?
But it would be nice to have them out to have some air. Let the crazy out.
Yeah.
So they could be on the street
Yeah.
and have some air. And also, my thing about breaking into an abandoned mental asylum, I did it one time in Tallahassee because we had Sunnyland that was shut down for the same fucking weird, vaguely
right.
mysterious, horrible reasons.
Jesus.
And but the problem is that the most dangerous part of the whole thing is the homeless people sleeping there because you gotta be fucking crazy
Yeah.
just for sleeping in there.
Well,
Yeah.
there's that great documentary Cropsy,
Well,
which is
the
basically that.
No. I mean, the documentary, the subject is great, but Cropsy is one of those documentaries where the guy inserts himself into the movie for no reason, and it kind of ruins the whole thing. But half of Cropsy is really fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, what was it called? Sunnyland? It sounds like Ben Stiller works there, and it's the movie Billy Madison. And
Or I will put you to sleep.
it sounds they always name the worst places after like the nicest shit.
Of course. Well, thank you so much, man. I'm glad you're alive.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Hey, come back to DC, Baltimore soon. We love you.
Of course, dude. Hail Satan. Love that fucking town. Love sweet ass Baltimore.
Hail Satan.
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Because Baltimore's fucking
Love it.
real.
Yeah. No, we haven't been to Baltimore. Like, Baltimore was actually where we did our very first our first 2 out-of-town live shows.
We started in the venue Otto's. Was it Otto's?
We did both of our shows at Otto's.
We did the upstairs, and we sold it out, surprising everybody.
Yeah.
And then they let us downstairs. We sold that out, and not less surprising, because at that point we realized how amazing everyone was. And that was the first indication that we could actually go on the road. I love Baltimore.
No,
Baltimore.
Baltimore is what set us off on the path that we've been walking for the last year and a half. So.
And that Paper Moon Diner. That's a good little spot. Like that's a good Baltimore local thing to talk about. The Orioles. What is an Oriole?
It's a bird. It's a bird.
I don't.
It's a picture of a bird. Is their symbol? Jimmy Powell Fulton says Marcus looks cool as Helen horns, and I look ridiculous. I'm like evil. I'm so evil.
No, you don't have the smile.
You never smile. You do smile. Weird. You look like you accidentally sat in a bowl of water. That's the face you make when you smile, Kissel.
You put the pudding on my seat, and they're like, you're sitting on the dining room table. Fast forward to Thanksgiving when Holden McNeely is over with his future wife, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm remodeling my whole apartment.
I know, this is amazing. You got curtains. He got curtains.
Oh, my
Dude,
God.
Have you watched Fixer Uppers? Have you watched enough HGTV
No,
to do
Netflix
this?
only has the frickin' British or the Canadian versions of those shows. And the UK version is kind of cool because it's historical. But honestly, I love Canada. If you're listening, I love you. But man,
they don't live right. They don't live right because they don't
different.
got the doors big enough. They don't got the pergolas. They don't have the big islands. They don't have shiplap. They don't
It's
have
just
the
a
new
little
like,
bit
tile.
Yeah.
Like
I got some stuff to learn.
I'm just saying, if you want to reinvent, like the first thing you want to think of, open floor plan. Take out those walls. You just want your apartment to be one big open space. That's what every people do. And then you can find out what room you're in by what furniture is located in certain areas of your apartment.
That's why you have to house hunt well drunk. And if you hit a wall, you're like, take the wall out.
Take the wall
You're going to have to take that wall out. And if they can, they should. Let's play Satanic Pizza Place, or whatever the heck it's called.
This is fun.
It is kind of cool. This one is all right.
AltRight?
No, all right.
I need some cheese, tomatoes and olives, maybe even some meat.
This is very strange. You're heading into Marcus territory.
I was trying to think of everybody.
Give me the chicken. No, I don't want that.
What?
What is that pumpkin wall?
This is like these Elsa Gate videos.
What's that?
Oh, dear Lord.
Elsa Gate?
David's Pizza, 209-477.
David's Pizza.
Elsa Gate is something.
She was great in that.
She was great. Skyler.
You know what? Can I say maybe a controversial opinion?
What's that?
Breaking Bad was fine.
All right, enough. Actually, hold on. Keep it. I don't think I watched it to the Breaking Bad.
It's about to end.
Wow, it actually got better. That's pretty much it. Wow. All right. Yeah, you know what, H-Bone? I gotta say, Breaking Bad, I like Malcolm in the Middle better. I like it better.
Highly controversial.
Yeah, I
That
just
is
like the characters better. I like when he's a good father. I like the kids, with cute friends.
That's a bad opinion.
I feel like that's a Ben opinion that would keep you from the Senate one day.
Oh my God!
that's-
not the way
that's
it's
a thing
going.
that you'd say.
They're gonna elect me king of the Senate.
King of the Senate.
of the Senate.
That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. I don't like that position.
No. I am not going to run for public office due to the heart condition that I got this year, and I only got 1.78%. I will not be ready for quite a while.
I'll also put it. All right, so we'll talk. Maybe at some point we'll talk about ElsaGate, but it's kind of blown up on the internet. But it's been around there for about a year and a half.
What
now,
is
and
it?
It's very. It is weird. Videos that are driven by search terms that have been put onto YouTube Kids that are highly disturbing.
Well,
They're very.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the breakdown of ElsaGate. It's called ElsaGate because a lot
Show
of these
one,
videos.
Travis.
No, do not
they're
show.
not
one.
sick. They're not
I have to go with Marcus on this one until I see it, and then I will be the
They're
tiebreaker.
not bad. They're just weird. They just make you feel unsettled. Like it's not like. It's not.
Let's
the
show
worst.
an image.
Yeah,
We'll compromise with an image.
Images are great, yeah. It's stuff
the other
like
day
What's creepy about this?
Well,
I see the ear is being
yeah,
chopped
well,
up.
what it is that it's these videos that feature kids' cartoon characters. It's called Elsagate because a lot of them feature Elsa from Frozen, and
Getting
they
what she
get
deserves.
past they get past the YouTube Kids filter somehow because a lot of parents give their kids just the YouTube friendly version or just the kid friendly version of YouTube. So videos like this end up getting through. And there are some of these videos, there are thousands on like a single account with millions upon millions of views.
How is it worse than Itchy and Scratchy?
Well, Itchy and Scratchy is from
It's stuff
that's
like
from The
this.
Simpsons.
I know, but
Like,
that's a show within the show.
but that's The
kids-
Simpsons. That's not like specifically targeted towards 5-year-old children.
Oh, I
it's
see.
real
This is
poopy,
that's
poopy
not
stuff
for
in there.
adults.
No, this is for children. Like, that's what I'm saying, is that this is stuff that is being marketed directly towards children, like getting through to children.
It also generates the millions of hits because kids are just gaga cookie kiki like hitting the buttons and wanting to
Yeah.
see, and it's
So
generating
we're
all these
talking
hits.
infants.
They're making it.
No, we're talking like
So
toddlers.
they don't know what they're looking at.
We're talking probably like 3 to 7, 3 to 8.
But I know what they're
so
looking
they
like.
know.
It's like when my dog at night. There's a couple of spots at night, and a lot of times by the time I'm walking the last walk with the dog, I'm pretty stoned. And so you're walking the dog around. There's one spot.
And the first
dog-
walk and the second walk.
yeah. But the dog sits there and barks like at like this spot that's like she sees like a dead Civil War general. So Wendy is not as affected by the ghost as I am, much like the parents of the kids watching the Elsagate videos are more affected than the children are themselves.
I see. Okay, very interesting. Let's watch this video, Alien Dog. I actually am. Oh yeah, this is very
Lysander,
quick.
the
This
hybrid,
is
the reason why they would want to do this is because it generates ad dollars for them.
yeah. This is actually just a Vine, but I thought the dog was cute.
I'm going to be honest. I think my dog is part alien. Not even kidding.
Vine is over.
To be honest,
That's
I
it.
think
It's
my
just 7
dog
seconds,
is
but the dog is so
part
fucking cute. I love that dog so much.
It's a wonderful
It's so
dog.
cute.
Anyway, well,
He's so
speaking
cute.
of, oh, actually, we can watch this. This is about MTV. Should we do another? Should we do a call or another video?
I think maybe we should do a call.
You think
Let's
we
do a
should do a
call.
call?
Sure. Let's do a call.
Let's do a call.
We got
Guys.
26 minutes left.
Yeah, we had another call from a 603 number. I don't know. It's your live and last stream on the left. I swear to God, tell us you got some dirt on somebody high up. I want some really sweet gossip. I just want something good. I want us to break
I
a
want
story.
something positive, Henry. Haven't we heard enough dirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Tell us about when you met Kevin Spacey, then. Hello? Hello?
I tell you
Who's
what,
there?
I'll tell you, I never liked House of Cards.
I know. We've talked about that.
I liked it enough. First 2
all
seasons
right.
were
I
pretty
guess
great.
no one's on the phone there.
No
Well,
one's
we
on the
will-
phone.
This is now. What's this video here?
This is more Elsagate.
That's more
that's more
Elsagate
Elsagate.
stuff. Yeah.
I'm so. It's very.
It's very, it's unsettling.
It's a troll thing that they're just trolling
Not
parents.
necessarily. No, it's not a troll thing. It's
Is
a
it
money
a sexual thing?
It can get sexual.
Is this
yeah.
Elsagate?
It's subtly and weird.
No.
Gollum?
No,
It's like
no,
it's
you just
subtly
made that.
weird.
Oh, did Travis just make that? No, Travis didn't just make that.
No, it's like subtly. It's stuff like where they get shut, like they get stabbed with a bunch of needles, and like things get cut off.
By the way,
It's all right.
Jigsaw.
It's technically old news on the internet. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Is that
I
now
mean,
everybody's talking about it, but it's been around for like 2 years.
Oh yeah, it's been around for a very like Elsagate. Like it was weird. The subreddit like just a few weeks ago had like 34 subscribers. Now it's fucking blowing up.
I see. I see.
No, it's been like an underground conspiracy type thing.
Okay.
That's been going on for a little while now. It's
All
very
right.
interesting.
Okay.
It's a very interesting phenomenon.
The movie Jigsaw is pretty fun. Brooke and I went. She thought she would hate the Saw films, but Jigsaw is really saving lives.
I think it's great.
So check out Jigsaw if you get a chance. I think
it's
worth it.
great.
And we saw a fan there. If that fan is listening, hello, nice to see you.
Jigsaw, we call. We got another phone call on the line.
Do we have one?
Yeah, let's take another phone call on the line. When someone messes up, it's like again, sloppy goss, or tell us what's the first time you've ever fallen in love.
That's nice. That's nice.
God, nobody wants to hear that. Hey guys.
I do. I really do. I think that's the most
Hi.
controversial thing we could do right now is talk about good things.
Well, actually, I have a better ghost story than the last guy, if you are interested.
Whoa, all right. I like the competitive edge.
Oh, yeah, totally. So I was staying at a hotel in Seattle a couple years ago, and I didn't know anything about it. It was really cool, like a historic hotel. And at the end of the night, I took one of those melatonin drinks because I have problems with insomnia. So
Does that work?
Those things make me... Oh, yeah, they're great, but they can cause really bad stomach cramps. So if that's a thing, maybe don't try it.
Yeah, you can sleep, Duke, right?
What?
Right, yeah, you know, you shit
Those are my
the
two
bed, it's
favorite
fine.
things to do.
So anyway, I should have slept through the entire night, but at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up and I sit up in bed and I see this full body apparition standing next to the TV in the room. And it is like a World War I, World War II era nurse. And she's just standing with her hands folded in front of her, like looking at me. And like, I'm not freaked out or anything because I do paranormal investigations as a hobby.
Awesome.
Cool.
And yeah, so we're looking at each other and I stay awake long enough to assure myself that I am completely awake. And then I just decide, okay, yeah, that's a ghost. And I go back to sleep. So I don't say anything to my boyfriend at the time. And then in the morning, I do research on the hotel, and it used to be a nursing school for nurses and a hotel for airmen before they went off to World War I and World War II. It was just like a stopover.
I
Yeah,
gotta say,
so
it's very
in the
interesting
morning-
that their training was just like, when you see them dying in front of you, cross your arms like this and stare at them. I promise you, they will die.
Yeah, like you're a disappointed sitcom wife.
Yeah. Well, it was crazy because the spot where my room was actually part of the school at the time. But, of course, I didn't know any of that when I checked in. And so in the morning, my boyfriend and I go down the elevator, and I didn't say anything to him. I go, watch this. So I walk up to the desk clerk to check out, and I go, so who was the ghost in my room last night? And he just is like in shock, and he goes,
"Oh, world star!"
Yeah,
Balloons
so they knew there was
fall
a
from the
ghost,
ceiling.
and
You're
they
the
knew what I'm
1000th person to see the
talking
ghost, and
about.
you're a millionaire.
Yeah, well, they said nobody had seen her in 2 years, and the rumor is that it's Alice B. Toklas, who was the inventor of pot brownies, but that's not what I saw. Yeah, so
Wait,
it's like
hold
a real
on.
cool
There's
place.
an
Apparently
inventor
she's
of
there.
pot brownies.
Yeah, I guess cannabis
guess.
butter probably isn't a common thing. Cannabis butter was something they had to figure out.
Yeah, I
dude,
guess so.
fucking Native Americans figured it out.
Yeah, I feel like 1,000 people at one time figured out the
Like
pot
a
brownies.
collective unconsciousness
I would
type
think
of thing.
so, right?
Like how they all built the pyramids at the same
Is that
time.
the chick who invented the pop brownie,
That's her.
Dickies?
That's
Is this
her?
Whoa.
Wow. I get it now, man. She looks like she's stoned as hell, but also knows how to make brownies. Cool.
And the weird thing about her that connects to you guys is that I was reading Death in the City of Lights about Marcel Petois, you know, Dr. Satan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she actually comes up in the book as having escaped France from the Nazis.
Whoa.
And apparently she went to Seattle to stay at this hotel, and she lived there.
That's awesome.
Look at that. And then we
Yeah,
have to get into
crazy,
the
right?
feud between... We got to get into the feud between her and the person who invented pot cookies. He's just like, pot cookies will take over the world.
It's just too crumbly. Legalize it. That's what I
Legalize
say.
it.
Well, thank you so much for your
Legalize
call.
it?
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, good to talk to you guys.
Thank
Well,
you
I'm
so
glad-
much. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
really, really awesome.
Man, I had a
I
dream
was
last
gonna
night
be
where
really
I had a dream last night where I died in a plane crash right after my new jazz club failed.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's a prophecy. Never start a jazz club.
Never started
I honestly
jazz.
think do not do it. I
Also,
would say
don't
it's
try
really
taking off in a plane in the middle of the city and try going like straight up because you will crash.
I'm not going to sit here and say that I didn't have a crash dream either last night because I did.
I'm
and
just glad
I
that
don't
we're
think,
not all
I think
about
we're
to be on a
canceling
plane.
Omaha.
Yeah,
We're not going to be
just
in
have to
Omaha
go.
this weekend. That's very crazy. I did have a crash dream.
Well, technically, I had it like 2 nights ago, but just
Okay.
like so it wasn't last night.
Okay.
So but I think we might be okay. Did you, when your plane crashed, did you hear like did everything go black and then you hear like a really loud like ringing and buzzing in your ears like what you imagine death to sound like?
No.
That was just me.
No,
Is this Final Destination the bad one? Is that what you would call it?
Yeah.
Where'd you a bunch of people talk about it?
I do love the idea of a final destination where everyone's suicidal, though, and you're just like, get me on that plane, it's gonna crash. It's like, I'm sorry, sir, we can't have you on that plane. Get me on the plane now! I guarantee you it's gonna crash! And then he watches it crash.
I think that it's really refreshing that the ghost appeared before her and didn't start to touch herself without her consent.
That's very, you know what, Henry? That is refreshing. Let's play this satanic MTV. Speaking of children.
Charlie in the back.
Yay!
This is kind of fun.
That looks amazing.
Honestly, this would be a great part.
Well, this is like a satanic Texas thing. Doesn't it look like a... Do you think this is Texas?
Well, do you remember the Dan Aykroyd, Tom Hanks Dragnet remake?
Of course I remember.
Do you remember? Travis, could you rewind that a little bit? Could you rewind it back to the dance?
Yeah. It's very
Now,
short.
check this out. Notice this. This is something that they shared. Now pause it. Now look at the leggings that they're wearing. The same type of leggings that Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks stole in order to fit in at the pagan meeting.
That's
Spies like us.
No, it was Dragnet. But all they found was nothing but trouble. Holy shit! By the way,
you need to watch the 1988 Dragnet again. It's pretty awesome. It's just
Is it
all
good?
about. No, but
no, it's not. It's not.
It's good. It's good in the way Nothing But Trouble's good.
Yeah.
Nothing But Trouble. I will say that we have technically said a lot of what I would say is quote unquote praise of Nothing But Trouble. But
I got
just know
someone
that
on Twitter saying that she finally watched it with her boyfriend. She said 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. See, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's it.
People against goodness.
People against goodness and decency. Pagan.
That's right.
That's an awesome name.
Yeah, people against good and decency. Oh yeah, that's right. They did a rap song for it.
This plays at the end of the movie.
Fucking sad. That's so sad. They did a rap song for it too. Oh my god. I
actually
denounced
love
them.
This had to have played after the credits.
Yeah.
I never saw this.
I never saw it because I watched that movie so much when I was a kid.
So this is actually like if you went to see this in the theaters and you waited long enough.
Oh.
I am so upset. This is the worst shit I've ever. I cannot believe Dan Aykroyd was. I guess he did a fake blues band for fucking a bunch of years. That was when he was on coke.
Honestly, Blues Brothers is legit good music. He's a good jazz musician.
It's okay. Oh my. Who's that? Scott Thompson?
I know who that is. Looks like a Sid Vicious ripoff.
Oh my god, guys.
So does Run DMC get royalties for this, even though they had nothing to do with it?
No, they just get really mad.
Tom Hanks would go on to win an Oscar, and Dan Aykroyd would go on to become the best man who's ever lived. And look, he can still kind of move his feet. That is the Elwood dance.
He can
It's
still
the
move his
Elwood
feet.
dance.
Do you remember Blues Brothers 2000?
Oh my. John Goodman, I love him to death, but you know he's no John Belushi, at least in that capacity.
Are they supposed to be like legitimate hip hoppers?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I want to know the behind-the-scenes story of the Dragnet Rap.
This next video is kind of fun to watch. It is. Oh, by the way, are those shirts out the kind of fun?
They're out. Yeah.
Those are fun shirts.
Yeah,
Those are kind of
like
fun
them.
shirts.
Kind of fun.
I just saw that today on Twitter.
Can I actually give a really good shout out to a good joke on the stream? T-Row78 said more like Dan Wackeroyd, which I think is really very funny.
Love it. Let's watch this video of Elmer. Elmo.
Dan
But
Aykroyd's
just do it
not
like,
dead.
You can do it like one and just. So basically, this guy is talking about how he hates Elmo, and then he puts him in front of a. Well, you'll see. It's just kind of. Well, it's kind of fun. I don't know what else to say.
I mean, is it really? That's all it is.
Just 1 minute in, yeah. Oh, you can fast forward just a little bit more, Travis.
Like this.
There we go. So that's a jet engine there. And you'll see.
Let me turn the heat up for you, Elmer.
Elmer, he calls him Elmer. That's why he's a father who hates his children's toys. And
I get it.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, dude,
But
of course.
there's something about this video that I just found to be really, I don't know, kind of calming. Yep, that's a jet engine.
Just so you know.
Oh, God. That is fun. Wow, fuck yeah. It's like a Terminator 2.
Yeah.
I still think about that in Terminator 2 whenever I walk by a park with a bunch of kids playing in it. I always thinking about the wall of fire coming in and consuming them.
Yeah, when she's grabbing the fence, Linda Hamilton. By the way, I watched that movie the other day, or a couple of weeks ago. Jeez, so hot.
Yeah.
Linda Hamilton's the best.
Yeah,
in a strong
tank top
way.
the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Badass chick.
I was a fan of her. I wasn't a big fan of Maria Conchita Alonso.
Which one? Oh, is she in the latest ones?
She's the other one. She was like around the same time. Tough girl, hot one.
Oh, you're talking about Total Recall.
She was in that, which I never
The
understood because
brunette.
he chose her over Sharon Stone.
Well, Sharon Stone was working for the fucking government, man, trying to kill her.
Yeah, man.
So
but
why
you gotta
wouldn't-
get one. You get one last stick it in.
I don't think you understand how undercover operations work.
No, I don't. If I said I did, I would be lying.
All
We
right,
should
let's
take a phone call. You want to take a
Yeah,
phone
let's
call?
take a phone call.
All right. Again, you're live on Last Stream and Left. Someone reminded me that no one ever answered the question. You're live on Last Stream and Left. Tell me, if you found out your child was mentally handicapped, would you abort it?
Oh my God! When did you ask that question? 1.78%. I could have gotten 3%. I didn't even know you asked that question before.
Oh my God! Hello, guys. What is
Hey.
up? I
Hey.
am
What's up?
That I made the horns, and I tell you, you guys made my friggin' day.
Thank you so much.
beautiful.
No,
In fact,
like-
well, my pair of horns, the ones that you made for me specifically, they're at my house on my big R2D2.
Oh.
Yes, that is awesome.
That's so cute.
Yeah, they've been sitting there ever since you sent
Well,
them in.
thank
So
you.
thank you very much. They're wonderful. I've been wearing them around the house quite a bit.
God. that makes my day. I can't even tell you. Well, and it's crazy. This morning, we have these little pet chickens and everything that we rescue, and we had a crippled chicken that was like, it only had one leg, so it was literally on its last
A
leg. It was
differently
really sad.
abled chicken.
Yes. Yeah. And so we took it in, and it just wasn't doing so good. And this morning it didn't make it, and so I was really bummed all day. So when I saw you guys wearing the horns, it just like brightened my mood times a million. So thank you guys
that's
again.
good.
Also, Henry, holy shit, you have gotten me hooked on aliens. By the way, I
Hell
just
yeah.
want to thank you for that.
Welcome.
Yeah, I was.
So you're the one.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
a joke.
yeah,
Marcus just made a joke. So you're the one.
That's very
Assuming that
funny.
there's not many
Very,
people,
very funny.
you're the singular one.
Have you been reading a lot of Bibliothèque Pleiades? Have you read any Bud Hopkins yet?
Well, I'm thinking about doing the Tell of the White Horse. Is that the
Behold
one
the
that you
Pale
guys
Horse.
have just been
You have
talking-
to.
Yeah.
No,
Behold the
read
Pale
Tale of the
I'm
White
thinking about
Horse.
doing
It's
that.
erotica. You'll notice Fabio is on the cover. It's a great movie. Great book, rather.
Well, I've been mostly absorbing the information that you guys give, and I get off on these tangents just like Henry, and kind of they don't really have a full circle. And I was like telling my friends all about the alien agenda, different species this weekend, and I looked and like everybody's across the room, and I'm the only one that's like talking, and they're all just
It is
staring at me.
interesting that you are actually living a life like Henry's. When you copy him, that is what it is.
What these people don't understand, and I'm going to say these people, the people outside of what it is that we do and the things that the knowledge journey we're on, is that they
I've been
understand is
enlightened.
that with the actual answers are actually not as important as the constant questioning and what you learn just from how tenable is reality anyway.
Critical thinking skills.
Right. This is
No.
so true.
Absolutely
well,
not.
thank you guys so much. I can't. I can't thank you guys enough for all your awesome content. The
Thank
horns
you.
look phenomenal.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the horns.
beside
And one more thing
myself.
before she goes, I got to show you at the bottom of the horns. Hail yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
They're super
these
amazing.
say hail yourself.
This one says Hail Satan
and
on it.
mine say hail Geen.
Yeah,
I'm
that's so
excited to
sweet.
put them
These
on.
are handmade. They're
Thank
so
you so
cool.
much.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to see them. Check them out on Facebook. We're at an Instagram, Droca Design, DROCA.
Hey.
Oh, great.
Design.
Shout
Thank you
out.
guys so much. You
Thank
made my
you.
day. Have a wonderful
Thank you.
evening.
By the way, I had the
Bye.
strangest. Thank you. I got recognized like 8 times today in Williamsburg. All people that were doing. It's a film crew. Anytime that people drive, it was great. Anyway, so thanks to everyone who was working on whatever you're doing in Williamsburg, probably girls or something.
Were they
out?
Girls
is done, actually.
Yeah. Were they all at our live show?
No. But they were very sweet guys. We always get recognized, but today was just like one. Anyway.
I tell you, it's really weird to get recognized, like coming out of therapy. Like one of those things, it's very where you come out. It's like I've had it happen a couple times, and I'd be like, "Hi, hello," because I apparently my therapist said at the end of the day, and he said I'm his most high energy client.
Yeah, how long do you think you have with this one?
I don't know. It depends on how long I don't know. If he dies, he dies. You know what I mean?
Let's watch this video, the Army video there.
Army video. What are you talking about?
Acid Army video.
Oh. Man, I'm gonna get oysters.
You little scumbag! I got your name. I got your ass! You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you. Now get up. Get on your feet. You had best unfuck yourself, or I will unscrew your head and shut down your neck. Sir, yes, sir. Private Joker, why did you join my beloved code?
These are very Marcus videos.
So you're a killer. Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, I like these
see your
ones.
war
I
face.
love them.
Sir, you got a war face? That's a war face.
That's
now
what got me.
This is like fucking with my brain.
Yeah, dude.
Convince me. Let me see your real war face. You don't scare me. Work on it. Sir, yes, sir.
Cool, right? I like those.
I love
don't know
those.
what kind of effect that is, but I really like it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. Bill Cooper on Alex Jones, and then do we have a music? I thought I had a music video in here.
I don't think so.
Okay, well we can just do Bill Cooper talking to Alex Jones. Oh, maybe it was the
Anybody that
pizza
comes up
one.
here and tries to encroach upon my rights or take away the
This is what we're
protection of the
doing earlier.
Constitution from me and my family is going to get a bullet.
And
And
this is
that's
just proof he was
the way it is.
reasonable on his show. He
They
didn't
step
swear
on
or
their
anything.
dicks this time. No matter what they do, they lose, and they know it.
Because if they make a martyr out of William Cooper.
Not only that, I'm right within the law. I am right under the Constitution, and I am right within the law, and it's all posted on my website
So
and the internet.
you're saying you've dotted all your I's, you've crossed all your T's.
Absolutely.
You've drawn
No
your
matter
line in the
what they do,
sand.
They lose. They either back down and get within the bounds of the Constitution, they lose.
Fuck.
Alex Jones put a president in the White House.
Yeah.
That is the craziest thing. But remember that when Alex Jones was like, Bill Cooper came on my show, he was swearing.
Yeah.
You know, he was cursing. He was messing with our documents. But in reality, that was just Bill Cooper, totally normal on his. Well,
That was
Bill
him
Cooper's
kissing
thing.
his ass. That was Alex Jones
Yeah.
kissing Bill Cooper's ass on the fucking show.
You can't say step on their dicks on FM radio.
Whatever. Bill Cooper's fucking the whole of
Don't. You're freaking out. All right, let's do this video here. I think this is kind of fun. The Goofy Bush. Yeah, I don't feel like I have the best videos this week, but you know they are what they are. This is
great.
this
I'm
is
just glad.
Goofy
I'm
Bush.
just glad you're here.
I have to be. You'll see the punchline at the end.
This fucking clown.
Yep.
He's fucking sitting there just getting his hair combed, just like a fucking piece of shit.
This is the new left hero. Here we go.
Criminal. Should be in a fucking stocks in the middle of New York City, and they should be like they're paddled by the people who walk by. That fucking piece of shit. Take him downtown in front of his super expensive new fancy fucking Freedom Tower. He's so excited to see, I imagine.
It's a nice tower.
If you had the
It
opportunity
is
to
very
go downtown to like, what?
My fellow citizens, at this hour, American and coalition forces are in the early stages of military operations to disarm Iraq, to free its people, and to defend the world from grave danger.
Fucking Christ.
America's most lovable president. Have you all fucking forgot? He is the reason we are in the longest war in U.S. history. There is nothing cute about George W. Bush. He is
He's
a
not-
moron and he led us to Trump.
He's not cute. He's not a cute man. The
Anyway, I
paintings
must
are
have
nice.
been in a mood.
No, I understand. We've all been in this mood. Ever since he got caught in that fucking poncho, he's been a cute little pet of the left. You know, oh, good times, better times. No.
It was
George
not.
W. Bush is a fucking war criminal. He's the reason why he's in Iraq, and he has the blood of thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands of Iraqis and Afghanis on his fucking hands.
But did you know he could paint?
Oh my God, he
Him
can
and
paint his
Cheney,
puppy.
They
He
need
can
to be
paint a
tied
puppy.
to. Ugh, fuck. I mean, you're so mad.
Let me ask you this, Ben.
What's
if
that?
they had George W. Bush in the stocks, like down, I don't know, like in Soho, would you? How long would you wait in line to spank him?
I would hold Henry where I am facing Henry, and I'd hold him up, and his legs would be around my waist, and he'd have a little butt. And I'd feed Henry the entire time, nothing but figs. And I would say, Henry, are you ready to go? Or you need to go? And then I would take Henry, and I'd pick him up, and I'd put his butt in George Bush's face, and I would continue to feed Henry figs until he was finished with the full digestive process of said figs.
That's what I'm born to do. I'll bleed blood. I'm a man. I make shit. I'll shit
That's
on the
what George
president.
W. Bush deserves. He is the worst.
I mean, I also feel like all of Wall Street next test essentially should be burned down. I'm not going to say that armed revolution is the only way out of this mess, but because technically that makes us everyone really upset.
And we don't have any weapons, Henry.
It's the
so
wrong
you
answer.
understand
Yeah,
who's
it's
going to have the weapons, right?
Yeah.
I can make anything a weapon with training.
All right. Well, let's do this soccer video. I thought was kind of fun. I don't know.
So we're almost at the end here.
We're
Is
almost
this gonna take
done.
us out?
I really don't. It doesn't really fit. Again, I was kind of.
You were busy.
Well, no, I really did. I did a lot of research, but you see the
fine.
goalie celebrating, and I just thought it was pretty funny the way that the ball just goes, and then he comes back, and then he's probably.
It's called.
Yeah.
This is literally what life is. That is just,
It's a lesson. That's a lesson. That's a life lesson.
It's just
So,
all day long something
follow
good
the ball.
happens, and you're just like, oh, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best.
Yeah,
And then
behind your back, the ball is slowly creeping to fuck you over.
Never take your eye off the ball.
Never. I
Never.
guess we could close it out with this Ouija board video if you'd like to.
Sure.
All right.
Wait. So this is it. Thank
This
you
is
for
it.
watching Last Stream on the Left again.
And we're on next week, but we're taking the following week. We have to get that one off. Is that right? So we'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week. It's my mandate next week. We'll see you then.
And then we have to eventually observe your American holiday Christmas. Eventually.
It's an international one. We'll see you in Omaha.
Hail Satan, see you in Omaha.
See you in Omaha.
Hail
Save-
yourselves.
Yeah, if
save
you want to come
some
to our
beer
Omaha
for us.
If you want to come to our Omaha show, we added a second show. Go to lastpodcastontheleft.com to get tickets to that one. It's going to be our last live show of the year, so come on out and see us.
Also, Sawyer Loves You wanted to say something about Travis has horrible melatonin dreams that I actually want to hear about. I want to hear about Titties in his melatonin dreams.
I have no idea what the hell.
He says he has no idea.
It sounds like that was, I think that there's
I
something
have no
going on.
idea. Sorry, Sawyer.
Interesting.
All right.
Disinformation.
Bye.
Here it is.
Bye.
All right. Well, bye.
Hello,
Well,
YouTube community.
cool.
Stevie 1678 back here again. We've had some strange things going on in the house since we did the tried to get the gun to fire itself with the Ouija board. It's been about a week now, and after the first night, we heard noises in the basement that we don't normally hear. I mean, you can ask Madison. You heard it in your room, didn't you?
Yeah, I got up out of bed and I was like, what's that? And I looked over and it was something black.
So I don't know. I think what we're going to do, what I'm going to do, is it sounds like it's here in this area from upstairs. Is I'm going to take my camera and turn it on and leave it on for all night. Start at say 11 o'clock and then go till 3 because it happens after 1. And just see if we can see anything. See if something's moving or something's going on.
Yeah. Sawyer Loves You says that Freddy Krueger was involved in your dreams, Travis.
There it is.